You guys are probably wondering, don't you already have a podcast? Woo! Ah! 2024 is going to be my year. Yeah, I think I'm on a Selena Gomez camp. The TV shows and movies weren't honestly that poppin' in 2023. Welcome everyone, we're finally here. I'm here, your host of the I'm About It podcast, MJ, and it took me a very long time to get here. In fact, I do have a bit of a Palm Bay, sponsor me. I just want to say Palm Bay is giving me some liquid courage because I've been pushing the recording of this podcast over and over and over and over again to a time and day where it's perfect and I can sit down and chat, when in actuality there is no perfect time and day to get things done. You just gonna have to do it. That's just life. And that is kind of the essence of this podcast. I know a lot of you guys kind of see me all over the internet. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. And this podcast would kind of be like a combination of everything. Not only would I talk about career, I'll talk about my favorite food of the week. I'll talk about pop culture, TV shows and movies, of course, but also mental health and friendships and basically everything that I'm about for the week. And it's also great for me. Believe it or not, I do love talking. Not really more talking, but more connecting with people on a deeper level. My mom always thought that I would become a lawyer. Definitely in the legal field, but I think our skills are somewhat meant for different purposes and different positions and different things, Anywho, you guys are probably wondering, what in the world are you doing, MJ? Don't you already have a podcast with your friend PK? Well, I do have a episode. Before I get into it, there is a huge kind of scratch on my wall. I am on YouTube. You guys should follow me on YouTube. I'm sorry about that. And it's because of my chair, and I usually hit my chair backwards and then it scratches the wall. Anywho, I do have a podcast with my friend PK, and let's go back a little bit with my podcast journey to really understand. I started a podcast called, actually I'm not even going to say it, but I did start a podcast a few years ago in the pandemic, and honestly I should have continued it. And I realized recently that one of my good friends were listening to the podcast, and I was like, hey friend, why didn't you tell me you were listening to me? Why couldn't you tell me you actually enjoyed it? Because if you did, I honestly would have continued to post more episodes about the podcast, because I really didn't think that anybody would be listening to the episodes. So anyway, I stopped, more so to the fact that I was actually quite busy in the pandemic and a lot mentally, like everybody else. Like, there's a lot on people's minds at that time. And so I quit. Fast forward to now 2023, where everybody's creating podcasts, and I'm like, I think I'm ready to do my own podcast again. But I was really feeling insecure in myself, feeling really insecure about who I am, feeling insecure about everything about me, and I just didn't think that I had anything to say at that moment in time. So because of that, I thought, let me ask my friend. Me and her binge TV shows and movies on a daily, and it's kind of our ways to escape, to kind of cope with life, and we just love it. And I thought it would be good for us to create a podcast together, which we do called We Binged It. However, I realized creating a venture with somebody, another person, melding people's worlds and lives and schedules isn't going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. She obviously has a very busy life, and she is in fact applying to medical grad school. So I'm so proud of her. Like, she's an amazing person, smart, driven, hardworking, such a good and sweet person inside and out. And we're just like, our schedules are not matching. But I've wanted to create my own podcast for a very long time. And I think now I'm at the point where I'm confident enough. And I honestly had this feeling in the summertime. And I think I'm confident enough and ready to create my own. I don't know what it is. You guys see me on YouTube. You guys see me on TikTok. I'm very honest. I'm not afraid to do whatever. But when it comes to podcasting, I feel like there's a level of vulnerability, and there's a level of honesty and depth that you need to have with people on this mic when you're listening. People are listening to you. And I personally felt like at the time I didn't have that yet, and now I do. I have so much to say, and I have so much to talk to you guys about. And this podcast will be a combination of literally everything that's been going on in my mind that you guys have been seeing fragmented all throughout different social media platforms. And it will come from a place of honesty and a place of growth and a place of grace, and definitely a place of kindness, and some facts. Like this will not be a misinformation podcast. I will be doing some deep dives into some things that you may not even know about. And I'm just so ready to have those conversations with you. And yeah, and that's why I've created this podcast today. And I really hope it's different from a lot of what you hear online. I do listen to so much podcasts, and you guys are probably wondering, oh my God, what is your experience? I really don't have any. Like, does anybody really have experience to really talk on the internet? You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that have been, talking, feel like once they have a mic in front of them, that they can say whatever they want, and they have all these large audiences. And for me, I will try to bring whatever I'm saying with honesty and a bit of fact, and a bit of course, my point of view and my opinion, right? Like what else is there? This is my podcast, for God's sakes. How is your start of the year? I can't believe it's January 2024. We're basically halfway through the year, halfway through the first month of the year, and I just can't believe we're here already. The first week was incredibly insane for me. I honestly had to really move slowly when the year just started, and that's because I had the flu, I was sick, and I'm still kind of reeling from that and the side effects. And it's okay. I'm still gonna push forward with the goals and the New Year's resolutions that I have for myself, but I think I'm gonna follow what's been going viral when it comes to committing goals, which is the 12-week rule, by setting all of your goals for the year and try to accomplish two or three big ones for the first 12 weeks. And that's what I'm sticking towards, and I'll of course let you guys know on the journey. So the 2024 year has been quite rocky for me, and I'm just looking forward to what 2024 brings for me. 2024 is going to be my year, believe it or not. I really do not care what anybody says or does. No one is going to penetrate my mind and penetrate, what I have to offer and what I need to accomplish for this year, because I'm so on this path, and hopefully I stay on this path, but I'm just so focused. Hopefully you guys are too. And if you guys aren't, that's fine. I know everybody completes their goals on different levels, different times of the year, different days of the year. People start committing their goals in the middle of the summer. Everybody's different, but I love a good fresh start of the year, like beginning of the year, to start with a whole clean slate. There's something about that that's very sexy, and I love that, and it just makes me stay on that path. I do want to first talk about the pop culture and the things that's been going on so far this year and in the last 6 months. Let's work our way backwards. The whole Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber situation, and Kylie situation in the Golden Globes, and Taylor Swift, I honestly do believe there is a divide between a Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, Kylie, and Hailey. I do believe there is a shift. I do believe there's a divide. I do believe they do not talk to each other. Whatever they want to pump out to us to social media, we're not drinking the Kool-Aid. We know what's up, and we know that they're not talking. And because if they did, they would have taken a picture, honestly. Think about it. Even frenemies take pictures and they're side by side smiling. I can't even see Selena Gomez or Hailey ever taking a picture, or Selena Gomez and Kylie ever taking a picture. I really cannot. Which goes to show they really don't like each other, like actually do not like each other. And there are camps. I'm not really sure if I'm on either camp, to be quite honest. Let me take a sip of my Pombe. I love the authenticness of Selena. Yeah, you know, I think I'm on a Selena Gomez camp. I ain't gonna hold you. I was watching the H3 podcast, and they were talking about did a deep dive on Hailey and how she basically is. I mean, Hailey and Justin did amicably split, but I think Hailey was somewhat dating Justin while Hailey and Selena were together. So yeah, I hate girls who do that. And even if you know that you're dating somebody who's technically still connected to somebody else, shouldn't you not be dating that somebody? Like, shouldn't you take a break and just step away for a bit? I don't know. That's just me. But it seems like she was actually going after Justin Bieber. Whatever. I like Selena Gomez with her authentic side. I love how authentic and honest she is. However, that gets her into trouble, which she has been lately. I think she's too honest on social media, and I do think that she should allow the people who run her social media accounts do it and not be so honest, because honestly, girl, what you're saying is not helping your cause. That's just me. I think she should stick to TikTok, making Rare Beauty Get Ready With Me videos and do that. I just don't think you should be so honest as you are on social media, because it doesn't really help you. Could we talk about, is it just me, or I just realized a few days ago that TD Jakes is gay, or could be part of the LGBTQ2S plus community, which is fine for me. Like, obviously I'm an ally, I support the community. I have a friend and friends who are part of the community, so I love them and I support them. But like, why hasn't he be, if that's the case, like, why hasn't he been honest? Like, do you guys believe he's part of the community? I really want to know. I do feel he is, and he doesn't want to fully come out of the closet because some people would truly not support him again. But I think he should come out and be proud about it if that's the case. I do know that Sarah Bishop is going to be taking over his church, which is the daughter that's been going around on social media and preaching, and she has been going viral. I do like her messages. I am a Christian by myself, so if you guys are wondering, it's so interesting. I feel like the jury is still out when it comes to TD Jakes. With the discussion of like wrapping up 2023, what were the big, huge pop culture moments? For me, the big, huge pop moment was like Scandival, like the fact that you had your own best friend sleeping with your husband in the same house, and you were really kind to her, and she still slept with your husband. Like, that's wild to me, this whole Scandival situation. I get, like, we can't be too mad at Raquel, but like, girl, she's still an adult. You're not stupid. Of course we can be mad at the husband, and he's an idiot, but he's still back in the show. I don't know, like, the entire Vanderpump Rules universe is like wild to me, such as like other universes like Southern Charm. Another big pop culture moment was definitely the Will Smith and the Jada Pinkett Smith situation. I thought they were married this entire time. The fact that they were not married for 7 years or 8 years now, I don't know, is wild, because they made us believe that they were together. So it made no sense to me. Perpetuated this level of we of course looked up to Will Smith and Jada, like we all did, and to say that we didn't is wild, and it's not true. We all looked up to Jada, we all looked up to her, and we looked up to Will Smith and their marriage, and we thought that it was going to be the marriage to base off of all of the other marriages, even though that's really toxic. The fact that they were really dishonest about everything, they were really dishonest about their marriage, they're really dishonest about, you know, everything. It just goes to show that we can't really believe anything any celebrity is giving us. We really don't. Those were the two big moments. Other than that, like pop culture, and then like of course the Hailey Bieber and Selena, like even then it was quite clear that they were not really friends to begin with, so all of that wasn't really shocking to me. But I feel like 2024 is gonna have really, really huge, even bigger moments in 2023 that will really that will really shock us to our core. I think social media has really, when it comes to the big culture moments of 2023, social media has really opened our eyes to what real world is for celebrities, and and really teared that wall and curtain down when it comes to creating that fourth wall, having us believe that there are idols and our stars when actually they're just normal human beings. And when you tear that wall down and you get to see them for who they truly are, which is one of us, human beings, you realize that some of them are not that great, and some of them are okay, and some of them are like, you start to realize that they're just human beings. And that's what happened with Will Smith and Jada. That's what happened with, Selena Gomez and Haley. And it's interesting to see. And I think social media has helped with the transparency when it comes to how we see celebrities. And I'm interested to see how that evolves in 2024. When it comes to TV shows and movies, the TV shows and movies weren't honestly that poppin' in 2023. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna work my way backwards. Wonka, played by Timothée Chalamet, probably one of the best movies I've seen in the last few months. So good. I didn't even know Timothée Chalamet can even sing. I'm guessing that's auto-tune, because he's very good. He's very good at it. He's very good at singing. He's very good at acting. Very good. Like, I honestly believe he's Willy Wonka. I even shed a tear because it was very nostalgic to the actual real movie, and it was very inspiring, and it was very funny, but still have a lot of realism to it. And it was grounded, but also it allowed us to dream and believe. And that's what all good movies are about. I'm giving Willy Wonka a 9 out of 10. Even though Willy Wonka is more for 2024 show, it's so good. So good. I'm just pulling up my list for all of the great TV shows and movies that I've watched in 2023. Again, it hasn't been that great, but I will give you the ones that I really, really do have been loving. And I'm going to start with Cake. So Cake is that drama that was produced by Oprah Winfrey. So good. In fact, I haven't even finished watching it, but all I do know that it was very good. Very dramatized, very soap opera-y, but I like that. I like how soap opera it is. Is it called Black Cake? Black Cake is a Jamaican dessert called Black Cake. It's also called a new TV show drama that was dropped last year. Very good. The Beyonce movie. Oh my God. I got the Beyonce t-shirt for Christmas as one of my Christmas gifts for my sister. One of the best gifts I've ever gotten in my life. I cried when she gave that to me because I so much connect to Beyonce on such a, actually not even on a superficial level, superficial level in terms of women empowerment and confidence, but on a level of dedication to her craft and to her goals, a level of perfectionism that I can truly respect. And she's not just any other person who's out here singing. She puts in so much work and effort and thought into giving back to her community, into making sure that each and every part of her song, her lyrics have meaning, and that she provides the best performance, the best song, the best effects. It's just, I am just in awe of her. I've never met an artist who can truly provide that type of level of dedication that Beyonce has been providing, and perfectionism. She puts so much thought into everything that she does, and I love it so much. I love her. So her documentary was so good because it was different from Taylor Swift's, which was, Beyonce's movie really teared back the curtain, and we saw the behind the scenes into her thought process, into Blue Even Spoke, into the actual concert and where she is in her life. It was very much a glimpse into who Beyonce is in the very moment, while Taylor Swift was just Taylor Swift the movie. Am I a big fan of Taylor Swift? I like a few of her songs. A few of her songs are a bop. I'm not like a huge fan of Taylor Swift, but like everybody loves Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? What is there to hate? Like, you don't hate. Nobody hates Taylor Swift. Nobody doesn't like her either. But I'm sorry, nobody hates Taylor Swift, but everybody likes her because you can't, like, there's nothing to hate. So Taylor Swift has a really, 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 really good music. I like some of her popular stuff, and that's really it. I'm not honestly a true Taylor Swift fan. I haven't been following her career. However, I have been following Beyonce's loosely. And that's another thing. Another resolution of mine is really getting into music. I don't know what it is. Music really forces me to really feel. Looks like on a deeper level, I try to escape my feelings of certain things, and music really allows me to really feel what I'm feeling in the moment, and I really want to tap into that and really feel again. I'm going to be listening to more music and more albums, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited, which we'll talk about. I think we'll talk. I'll try to remember the music that I've listened to in 2023. 2023 was a year of music. There was so much music, pop, country, hip hop, rap. There's so much, but I'll talk about that. Thriller, The Other Black Girl, is a TV show, very good. Talking about microaggressions in the workforce and, the black experience, the black woman experience, tokenism, and things like that. It's a very good show. Love Island USA. I was really starting to get into Love Island USA and Love Island UK in 2023. My sister loves Love Island. She would literally die for the show. She loves it so much. She religiously watches it every single night. When it's on, not now. And I'm really into reality TV. Dubai Bling is also really, really good too. But I don't think it came out last year, but maybe it did. Maybe it did come out. I'm pretty sure it came out 2 years ago, and I was hooked. And when it just dropped about a couple months ago, and I was hooked ever since. So good. Young Drama. It is a show made by oh my god, Andy, why am I thinking about Brandy Mayville? I don't know. Anyways, the movie is called You Are Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah. It is a Netflix movie. It is very good. I was surprised how good it was. And it has my vote. Yes, created by Adam Sandler. And Adam Sandler's kids are in it. Adam Sandler's wife is married. Well, Adam Sandler's real wife was dating his daughter's best friend's father. Either way, the entire family was in it. Adam Sandler he wrote it. It was very, very good, well written, really funny. 91% Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I was honestly shocked. And Adam Sandler's kid made her first actorial debut, and she did very well. She can act. I love that for her, truly. If you want a bit of horror, a little bit of thriller, the horror of Dolores Roach, really, really good acting. Really liked it. Watched from beginning to end. And that was really good. That, I believe, can be found on Amazon Prime. Other than that, and then Silo, which it is a sci-fi TV show on Apple TV. It's about a colony or a bunch of communities that started to live in the below the ground because they believe that, outside is filled with toxic air, and if anybody stays outside for any long periods of time, then they actually suffocate and die. I only watched one episode, but it was actually a very compelling show. I was in the time I was very, very busy, and I just needed to watch a couple of new shows to do reviews on YouTube. So I'm going to go back to that this week and actually start watching that. Since there is not a lot of TV shows and movies, and that's the one thing about TV shows and movies, in the beginning of the year, they don't really drop in the beginning of the year, right? They drop at the end of January, beginning of February again. There used to be a time I would honestly know each and every moment when TV shows and movies would drop. I can tell you from the back of my hand. So for instance, right now, the winter season is starting, so you have shows that are dropping, movies that are dropping as of mid-January, actual real TV shows from primetime TV shows, from NBC, ABC, Global TV, CTV will drop from January 25th to the beginning of February again, either continuing or starting limited series, and then it continues throughout the year. And then you have shows then stop around beginning of summer, and then you have your reality TV to come up again, and then there'll be like a couple of weeks just before school period in September, August, where there'll be a lull and there'll be no TV shows and movies that will be airing, and then it'll drop again end of September. I used to having the lineup for the fall was always my Christmas gift for myself, just waiting for what the new TV shows and movies will be airing for the fall was always something I would always look forward to. These days I have other priorities. I do, girl. I do got other priorities, but I still be watching TV shows and movies, but not as much. And that's why I haven't been posting a lot of reviews, because a lot of them are naturally, like, I've honestly watched a lot of TV shows and movies and I give reviews on them. And those are the ones I literally have been watching during the week. So a lot of them come naturally. Some, maybe a few of them don't. And yeah, that's my TV and movie wrap up for 2023. We're going to wrap up by giving a little glimpse into my life, you know? So I do work full time, so a 9-to-5 job, and I hate it. So I am looking for work. I was going to start school again, but that's actually going to start again, I don't know, probably springish. And I have like several resolutions, which I've already shared online, which is, you know, finding a man, a significant other. So my dating strategy for 2024 is like so different and new, which is really putting myself out there in uncomfortable situations. Go speed dating, go solo dating, and really go and travel and do things that you really are not comfortable in doing. Because honestly, what we've been taught and how to catch a man is actually incorrect. What we've been seeing on Disney movies and rom-coms is not true. When you get butterflies, you should run away. Number 2, compatibility is king and queen. You want to make sure that the person that you're picking to spend the rest of your life with, or the rest of the next week with, that you are compatible, from religion to how you want to raise your kids, to your philosophies on life and interests. At least some of them should be overlapping. Another thing is, don't be playing games on dates. The guys don't like that. Even though they've been playing games, be honest. Be honest. And if you see a guy that you like, go give a compliment. Go approach. And that's going to be my strategy. Actually, I would be shocked if I am able to get someone that way. But it's something I'm going to be testing for us guys. I'll definitely come back and let you guys know on what I think about that. The Golden Globes just ended. I don't really have a lot of thoughts other than, of course, Succession and The Bear. Great, amazing TV shows took over. I watched a bit of The Bear. It's kind of like one of those in-depth intellectual TV shows that you just kind of have to like stick your teeth into. You have to watch the first few episodes really until you get hooked. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But the Succession I've been watching from the very beginning once it started. The actors for those shows are incredible actors. I'm telling you right now, they should have won more Globes, more awards. They're incredible. So I'm not even surprised that they won. I'm surprised Beef won. It wasn't a show I liked. I stopped 3/4 in the season. I couldn't do it. It wasn't that great, in my opinion. I don't even know why Jennifer Lawrence, new rom-com movie was nominated. Anything wasn't even that good. I don't get it. Jennifer Lawrence, another hot take. Why are people obsessed with her? She does like the most normal things and everybody goes, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I'm like, yeah, she's a woman with feelings and she's honest like everybody else should. It's like, why are we basically foaming at the mouth? What's going on there? Like, she was saying how she wanted to win. She's not leaving until she does. And of course she was joking, but everybody, like, that video got 2 million likes. And I'm like, danger, guys. What type of people do you surround yourself with? Do you not surround yourself with honest people? Like, I don't understand. So Jennifer Lawrence has always been very much a very go-getter. She's not afraid to tell you how she feels. Like, no one's gonna boss her around type of energy. Like, she'll boss you around. And, like, it's great and all, but, like, sometimes it's just me, or she gets, like, pick-me vibes. It's just me. I don't know. She gives off the energy like, oh my God, I'm so normal. When honestly, you are. But she says comments and everybody just foams up about, I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyways, this was a great episode. And this kind of is going to kick off for the beginning of the year. I was getting my feet wet. I'm dropping an episode every single week. So definitely subscribe, like, comment, follow, leave a review, whatever you need to do. I'm here and I'm also on Apple Music and also Spotify. But of course, I'm filming this on YouTubers, and people on YouTube can see my really cracked up and crazy pink wall behind me. But yeah, this was so much fun. I know this episode is really much of more of a wrap up, and then next week we'll get into the nitty gritty. I'm so excited to get this going. I finally did it, and no more procrastinating. I feel for me, the year of 2024 is really where I get shit done. I always tell myself, oh yeah, I'll do that. Oh yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. But really, I'm doing it. I'm not even thinking about it. I need to get it done. I'm just doing it. I'm checking it off my list. And I hopefully inspire you to also do the same. Overthinking is a death of productivity. Overthinking is a death of completing tasks. And that's what I do. I'm the queen of that. And I cannot be that way anymore. There are things I want to accomplish, and I am getting it done this year, whether the devil likes it or not. That's it, guys. Stay woke and stay healthy and stay safe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is happening this time next week. Bye.